hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But
Yeah.
anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Well, folks, it's all come crashing down. And honestly, are we even surprised? The career of Haley Welch, aka the Hawk to a Girl, has hit the brakes harder than a driver spotting a speed camera. You'd think by now we'd all have learned not to put too much faith in meme celebrities, but here we are. If you've been living under a rock and don't know who the Hawk to a Girl is, let me catch you up. Though honestly, if you clicked this video, I'm betting you already know. Let's dive in. If you're wondering, why am I here? Who is this person? Let me just say, good question. Normally, I try to title my videos in a way that grabs a wide audience. You know, something intriguing yet accessible. But today, nope. We're diving headfirst into chaos. If you don't already know the words hawk and crypto, you might be in for a wild ride. Buckle up. Let's talk about the drama that is Ms. Hawk 2A and her oh-so-questionable meme coin. So here's the tea. Earlier this month, Haley got herself tangled in what we call a crypto rug pull. Basically, she hyped up her meme coin, Hawk, took investors' money, and poof, it vanished faster than your New Year's resolution. Sure, the concept of a meme coin itself is already hilarious. I mean, come on, who invests in something named after a bird? But the fallout, oh, it's messy, it's illegal, and yes, it's kind of hilarious in the darkest way possible. Now, if you're scratching your head wondering, what's a rug pull? Let me break it down for you. Imagine this. A group of shady crypto bros creates a shiny new coin, hypes it up to the moon, convinces a bunch of people to invest, and then, bam, sells it all, tanking the value. The investors? Left holding a digital bag of worthless code. That's what happened here. And guess what? Haley wasn't just a bystander, she was part of the circus. Here's where things get spicy. Within 15 minutes of the coin launching, over 93% of its value evaporated. Poof, gone. Investors lost their shirts, and Haley? Well, she's now dodging lawsuits like it's an Olympic sport. If you're thinking, wow, this sounds illegal, you'd be absolutely right. And guess what? Some of those burned investors have lawyered up. The lawsuits are piling up, and the feds, oh, they're watching. But let's be real for a second. If you invested in a meme coin named Hawk, you kind of walked into that one. I mean, crypto already has a reputation for being risky. Add a bird pun, and what did you think was going to happen? Look, I get it. People see dollar signs and throw caution to the wind, but this was like seeing a wet paint sign and deciding to lean on the wall anyway. It's a hard lesson, sure, but maybe one some folks needed to learn. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not here to let Haley off the hook. What she and her team did was shady, to say the least. But let's also talk about the investors. Most of them knew the risks. Crypto rug pulls aren't exactly a new phenomenon. Did some people genuinely get duped? Sure, but a lot of folks thought they could outsmart the system. Spoiler alert, the system won every time. And while I don't have a lot of sympathy for the investors, the law certainly does, and that's where Haley's troubles are just beginning. Enter the SEC stage left. If there's one thing the US government loves, it's cracking down on unregistered securities. And guess what? That's exactly what Hawkcoin was. The lawsuits claim the coin wasn't properly registered, and if that's true, some folks are going to jail. Will Haley be one of them? That's the million-dollar question. So far, she's not named in the lawsuit, but let's be honest, that could change faster than your Wi-Fi signal during a storm. What's Haley saying about all this? Well, she broke her silence on Twitter with a statement so polished you'd think her PR team worked overtime. She's cooperating with investigators, pledging to help hold the guilty parties accountable, and oh, she's directing affected investors to a law firm. Sounds noble, right? But let's not forget, this is the same person who thought the Pilgrims and Native Americans were BFFs. Critical thinking? Not her strong suit. So, was Haley a mastermind, or was she just another pawn in the crypto game? Honestly, I'm leaning toward the latter. She went from minimum wage jobs to overnight fame, surrounded by advisors and experts who probably saw her as an easy mark. If you ask me, she got played, but here's the kicker. She's owning up to it, at least publicly. She's not doubling down or denying everything. That's more than I can say for a lot of influencers caught in similar messes. Look, I'm not saying she's blameless. Far from it. But let's also acknowledge how easy it is for someone new to fame to get swept up in bad decisions. Is it her fault? Partly, yeah. But is she the only one to blame? Absolutely not. This whole situation is a mess, and honestly, it's probably the end of her career. The Hawk to a podcast? Yeah, that's likely done. And while I won't miss it, I do feel a little bad for someone who clearly wasn't ready for the spotlight. Anyway, what do you think? Am I being too soft on Haley? Should she face harsher consequences, let me know in the comments. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button. It's free, it's easy, and it helps me out a ton. Subscribe if you want more content like this. And as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.